Hello, everybody, and happy International Scrapbooking Day. Today, I am part of a blog hop or a video hop, I guess it is, with the Crafty Mavens to celebrate our holiday. And each person was supposed to do a layout about inspiration or something about what normally inspires us. So I'm going to say that product is probably the number one thing that inspires me to make a page. All my pretty stuff, I look through it and there's just something that I really want to use and I make a page about it. Otherwise, I don't do a lot of journaling, but my pages are usually meaningful to me. So I think the last time I did a video, I also did it about tea in London. We only had tea once, but apparently it made a big impression on me because I did have a few pages planned about doing tea. This one focuses more on the scones. I had never had a scone before with clotted cream and jam, and it was amazing. I had put this page kit together quite some time ago. I think it was the teacup from Chamel that really inspired me. First, I had the teacup paper with all this product, and I think it was just too much, all the teacups on the paper. So there was a cut apart sheet that had just one teacup that said "Be Fancy," and so I used that as my inspiration piece. I had that piece of matching cardstock. It's kind of like between a red and a pink, like a salmon color. And then I actually had just some scraps left over from October Afternoon. That floral print is definitely October Afternoon, and I don't remember what the polka dot is. So I just wanted to make that all work. So I went through some of my other embellishments. That hello is from Michael's, I do believe, and I have had that pack probably for at least a year. I've never used anything out of it. So I really liked the white against the cardstock background. And then I went through some of Chamel's embellishments that I had, I think from not her original collection, whatever the second one was. So I used some of that. There's a camera and the word brilliant and a little floral thing. I don't remember if the floral thing ends up making it to the finished page. I think it does. And just a little piece of flair, that little black and white heart. And originally in my page kit, I had those navy thickers pulled because they matched the teacup paper very nicely. Because in my head, I was thinking I was probably going to do like a white cardstock background, big surprise. So once I changed it to that salmon color, I didn't like the way the navy looked against it anymore. And I remembered I had that very light green in my stash. So I went looking for that, and that's going to be just the right thing. I felt like I needed a little contrast against the cardstock, so I'm just going to ink my edges. And I think that one distress pad isn't maybe not juicy enough to use my little sponge dauber anymore, so I just use the direct to paper method. Just on the edges, just so it stands out a little bit. I added a little doily because that felt fancy like tea time. And I think there's not a lot of technique on this page. It just is true to my style, I would say. So a little bit of layering, and then I'm going to make a few clusters, and then I'm going to be done. I hope you find some time to watch everybody's video for International Scrapbooking Day, and I hope you find some time to scrap soon. I think a lot of challenges around the web are open until next weekend. I know it's a busy time of year for a lot of us. So with graduations and communions and just general end of the school year kid stuff, even though here in New York, regular school lasts at least another month. Not that really affects me because I don't have anybody in elementary or high school. I just have one in college, and she's home already, actually, so that's good. My other daughter is already out in the workforce. So I do have some exciting things to scrapbook about. I guess exciting if you live vicariously through your kids. And here I am just backing that little camera. I felt like it got lost on the white doily because it had white edges. And even though I tried to ink the camera edges, because it's kind of slippery chipboard, it didn't really take it very well. So then I just had that little scrap sitting on my work surface that was a darker green. But it looked nice around the camera. So I kind of liked that. So I'm going to stick with that. And I think that I'm just going to find a little journaling square. I'm not sure what I'm off looking for right now. And I glued down the hello. Oh, here I'm thinking that maybe I should complete the grid. So if you look at the whole page like a grid, maybe I should. So I cut a little strip of paper there, and I think I'm going to try to put it above the hello. And there, I got the idea, I think, to end up with the title below there. I don't think I knew that was going to happen. Sometimes I pick supplies and sketch out a page and just, have it in case I am going to a crop. I think that's what happened. I probably picked this paper with this photo a long time ago to get ready for one of the crops I was going to. And it just, wasn't one I completed. And also in April, Shamel had a list of scrapbooking icons. Like she had gone through her stash and just random motifs. That's what it was. She went through her stash and just came up with a list of random motifs that she could scrapbook about. I think it was every day for the month of April. So although I wouldn't say that I played along, it definitely was the push I needed to take out this page kit and get it done. So here I'm just measuring. I am going to complete, I think, the rest of the grid on the bottom there. Yeah, I like that. So, and I don't do anything across the top, I don't believe. And that little grid card, that journaling card, is from Project Life, I believe. I don't do Project Life, but I did find a little package of those journaling cards on clearance once at Michael's, and they do make their way on almost every layout I make when I'm going to journal. So journaling has a nice little home on it. Then I'm just using some glue dots to glue down my little bit of embellishment there. And I guess because that was older, my hello, that chipboard one from Michael's Recollections, it didn't really stick anymore. It once was a sticker. There, and then I think it's just going to be a little journaling. Of course, enamel dots. I don't know why I didn't think I was going to put some enamel dots on there. And my journaling usually leaves a lot to be desired. It depends. If my page is going to be story-driven, then I might leave a lot of space for my journaling. But on here, I think I just say delicious twice in the 2 sentences I write, which I didn't realize until I read it back. So they were really good, made a big impression on me, and I'm glad it's in the scrapbook. So happy scrapbooking day. I hope you get some scrappy stuff done. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.